Sheriff deputies apprehend a suspect in a shooting from Wednesday, and the 4-H Goat Show gets underway this Saturday, plus our new segment, Ask Richmond County. That and more all coming your way on your fantastic Friday edition of Live at 5, brought to you by Richmond CC. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office reported an arrest in connection with a shooting on Wednesday. Clemmy Lee Covington of Rockingham was arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury, as well as possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office received a call of a gunshot victim on Roberta Drive in Rockingham. Deputies arrived and located a female victim with what appeared to be a single gunshot wound. EMS arrived and transported the victim to First Health Richmond, where she was later airlifted to an undisclosed hospital. The victim is listed in critical but stable condition. Investigators believe the incident started over an argument involving a vehicle. It's also believed that Covington and the victim have been in a relationship for a number of years. Covington was located at his residence a short time after the incident and taken into custody without incident and placed in the Richmond County Detention Center with no bond allowed. The Richmond County 4-H Goat Show will be held on Dale DeWitt's farm on Saturday, September 8th at 1 p.m. off Highway 73 in Ellerbe. The show traditionally draws around 60 4-H'ers and 150 goats from across the region to show off their animals and showmanship skills. There'll also be food and drinks sold on site, and for additional information, you can call the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Richmond County Center at 910-997-8255. Folks, it's Friday, and that means it's Raider football time, and tonight, Richmond's going to be traveling to Butler for the fourth game of the season. Currently, Richmond is 2-1 on the season, having defeated Ronald Reagan in the opening week, and then dropping a loss to Wake Forest. But last week, Richmond put themselves back in the win column with a victory over Pine Forest. Head coach Brian Teal and the Raiders will look to better their record on the road as they meet up with a familiar yet tough Butler Bulldogs. The game begins at 7:30 tonight, and of course, go Raiders. When we return, we have a special segment coming up called Ask Richmond County. The Live at 5 team roamed around the Cole Plaza during Thursday's Plaza Jam yesterday, asking the residents of Richmond County a few questions, both serious and silly. It's coming up right after the break when we return.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Matt Harrelson here from the Richmond Observer, and we're doing a groundbreaking new segment for Live at 5 called Ask Richmond County, this time Plaza Jam edition, as you can see behind me. So we're going to be going around asking folks from here in Richmond County some serious questions, some silly questions. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let's get right to it. All right, who are we here with?
Susan Parsons.
Susan Parsons. All right, Susan, here's your first question.
All right.
How do you pronounce this word?
Pecan.
Pecan. All right, who do we have with us here?
Karen Grant.
All right, what's this guy's name?
This is Cooper.
All right. So here's your first question. Pronounce this word.
Pecan.
I pronounce it pecan. I know A lot of people pronounce it pecan.
We've been getting it differently. It's pronounced this word.
Pecan.
Pecans. What we got for this one?
Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecans. What we're getting. And pronounce this word.
Pecan.
If you walked out of here right now,
Yes.
went to the convenience store and bought a lottery ticket and won $10 million, what would you spend it on?
I would pay off all my children's debts.
What would you do with the money?
Buy a boat,
All right.
pay off bills.
Pay off bills. Good answer.
Probably buying my parents a house, buying myself a house,
Maybe another guitar or two.
another guitar or two, and a car. Yeah.
Well, I give a tenth to the church, and then I really have no clue. I've never pondered that.
What would you spend it on?
Would probably just go home and go to bed.
All right.
Think about it.
What would you spend it on?
I spend it in Richmond County.
Excellent answer. What would you spend it on?
Trip to Hawaii.
All right. Third question. What's the biggest lie you've ever told?
The biggest lie? If I told it, then everybody would know it. Oh gosh. I think what I did for a living. I think I kind of embellished that a little bit.
What's the biggest lie you've ever told?
I don't lie.
Third question. What's the biggest lie you've ever told? What's the biggest lie you've ever told?
Probably that one about not spending the money. It probably goes back to my second wife. We'll let it go from there.
Okay.
Back in elementary school, I said a bad word on the bus and got in trouble for it, and I said I didn't say it, but I really did.
All right. What's the biggest lie you've ever told?
I'm on my way.
That's a good one. What's your favorite 90s jam?
90s?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't remember the 90s. You could have said 60s and I might have known it. I don't know. When was Gloria Estefan on those?
I think that's close enough.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll accept that answer. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A housewife.
How many pennies fit in your living room? Take a guess.
Take a guess. Shoot. 2,400 square feet.
You're seriously trying to figure this out.
I'm seriously trying to figure that out. I'd probably say 240 trillion.
That is absolutely correct. Congratulations, you've won a prize. Describe the color yellow to somebody who's blind.
It's the same color as a banana tastes.
Excellent answer. What's your favorite 90s jam?
Oh God, there's so many. We're gonna have to go with Backstreet Boys, Everybody.
All right, another good answer. This is how we do it, right? What do you think about when you're alone in your car?
The future.
What would you do with a pet elephant?
Well, being a Democrat, what do you think?
We appreciate it. Hayden Construction has 2 new homes under construction at 2 distinct locations, 125 Crystal Court in Carolina Hills and on Robberdale School Road. Both feature incredible floor plans and distinct features inside and out. Hayden Construction, quality, value, and beauty. Call Jamie Smart at 910-331-5811 or Nicole Hayden at 910-995-0717 today to schedule an appointment. Exit Realty, making dreams a reality.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
We, of course, appreciate everybody that took part in our Ask Richmond County segment at Plaza Gym last night. I know I had a lot of fun taking part in that. But today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Richmond County Hospice and their Dancing with the Stars event coming up tomorrow night. Now, taking a look at the highs for tomorrow. Good thing that Dancing with the Stars is going to be indoors because rain is in the forecast. But let's start on the eastern part of the state. Down in Wilmington, a high of 87. Up in New Bern, high of 86. High of 89 in Greenville, and a high of 87 up in Raleigh. Here in the Sand Hills area, expect a high of 88 in Southern Pines, high of 89 in Rockingham, and working our way up, a high of 90 for Laurinburg. Towards the western part of the state, in Charlotte, also a high of 89 there, just like here. High of 85 in Greensboro, and a high of 84 all the way over in Hickory. But as I mentioned, some thunderstorms expected throughout the day. Not expecting that to have anything to do with going to Dancing with the Stars. But as we look at it tomorrow, a 40% chance of precipitation expected throughout the day. High of 89, low of 70. So I do want to let you know, if we get one of these afternoon showers like we saw yesterday, the humidity is going to go up, so that 89 may raise up to about 95, and you'll definitely feel that. So keep that in mind. But as we work our way through the rest of the weekend for Sunday, a 50% chance of rain for that day. High of 85, low of 71. As we work our way into next week, more rain expected, a 40% chance on Monday with a high of 89, low of 71. On Tuesday, we're going to see a little bit more rain. That's going to be our hottest day out of the next 5, a high of 91, low of 71 with a 40% chance on Tuesday. And then finally on next Wednesday, again, 40% chance of precipitation expected with a high of 88 and a low of 72. But again, for tomorrow, if you're heading towards Dancing with the Stars, which I would recommend that you do, should expect maybe a couple afternoon showers, but bring your umbrella out just in case. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. And when we return, you get a win, you get a win, everybody gets a win. That's right, the Raider teams of JV football, volleyball, and tennis were all victorious recently. We've got your Raider sports coming up when we return.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
If one would look at the final stats from Thursday's junior varsity football game between Richmond and Butler High Schools, they'd probably assume that Butler won, but that would be wrong. The Bulldogs led the Raiders in first downs, time of possession, and had over 100 yards more in total offense than Richmond. Butler dominated the stat sheet, but it was the Raiders who ended up on the winning side of a 19-6 decision at Raider Stadium. The win marks the 13th consecutive victory for the Richmond junior varsity program under the helm of head coach Patrick Hope. It's the third win in a row for the Raiders this season, and they'll carry their perfect record into a bye week that Hope plans to put to good use. The Lady Raider varsity volleyball team knew exactly what it needed to take away from Thursday's match on the road at Sand Hills Athletic Conference opponent Lumberton High School. And Richmond did just that as it picked up a much-needed SAC win with authority, hooking the Lady Pirates in straight sets 3-0. Wrapping up its third match in as many nights, the Lady Raiders powered back after a loss the night before against Lee County High School. With the shutout win, it's the team's second of the week and fourth of the season, as it also blanked Hope County High School at home on Tuesday. With the weight of a possible third straight Sand Hills Athletic Conference title hanging in the balance entering Thursday's match, the Lady Raiders got some much appreciated cushioning with a win to climb up the SAC standings to a second-place tie with Scotland High School. Both teams now boast a 3-2 record in SAC play, but Richmond's overall record of 6-4 is better than Scotland's 3-5. Much like Tuesday's win over SAC bottom feeder Hoke County, the Lady Raiders amassed enough firepower at the net to cruise past the Lady Raiders by set scores of 25-23, 25-23 again, and 25-20. Nearly halfway through their 2018 regular season schedule, the Lady Raiders will take the weekend to prepare for another 3-match week. Richmond will get some reprieve in its tough schedule by traveling to 71st High School on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Richmond will then host the Lady Yellow Jackets to close out the non-conference season series on Wednesday at 5:30 before squaring off against Scotland at home for the first time in this year's campaign on Thursday at 6 p.m. Thursday's matchup for the Richmond Raider girls tennis team was supposed to take place at 71st High School in Fayetteville, but due to poor court conditions thanks to inclement weather, the game took place in Richmond County instead. The Lady Raiders took advantage of the home court and pushed their winning streak to 4, all against Sandhills Athletic Conference opponents, with an 8-1 win over the Lady Falcons. The day's matchups were cut a bit short due to 71st only sending 2 players to Richmond to compete, but number 1 singles player Jayana Nicholson took care of her counterpart Aaliyah Smith 8-0. Number 2 player Grayson Way followed suit, defeating Lady Falcon Tekiara Harper 8-0 as well. Emily Parsons, Chloe Wiggins, Taylor Parrish, and Emily Bowie were all able to take a break from conference action in the number 3 to 6 spots. Richmond head coach Mike Way said Thursday's matchup was, quote, more of a practice today than a match, but it allowed his players to get a little practice time in to stay fresh and prepare for Scotland High School next week. The Lady Raiders will host Scotland on Tuesday at Richmond Senior High School, followed by another SAC foe, Purnell Sweat High School, for the second time this season Thursday on their home court. Both matches are set for 4 p.m. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5. If you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. For all the latest news here in Richmond County, visit richmondobserver.com, and be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills Monday through Friday between 6:30 and 8:30 a.m. Thanks for watching Live at 5. Good night and have a great weekend, Richmond County.